Those on an engine is God's way of telling you it ain't got enough cylinders.
My mistake. Right, back up the isn't. Really winding up that straight six. Must admit, from the outside, it sounds good. And already he's turning in hard, round the unexploded bomb into the narrowness of Old Lady's house. Yep, back on the power for the bumpy bit towards substation. Idiotic splitter in peril over the ruts. Now working the ceramic brakes hard for the tight left. Tickle of power. There it is. And left again into field of sheep. A whiff of oversteer and across the line.
It looked tidy.
Yeah, looks all right.
It looked tidy. Right. Let's bring up the leaderboard if we can. Now there we are. Look, we've already had the 911 GT3 RS round.
What, and you're not going to show the lap?
Nobody's interested in watching an American big sawn in half by a glorified Beetle. It did 1:24. Right, so now let's see what the M4 did. Let's put the time up. There it is. Oh, 2 seconds slower, and that's a short. That's unbelievable. That's not good, is it?
No, that isn't. I mean, it's only a second faster than a Porsche 718.
I know. I mean, I admire BMW for trying with that car. I really do. But my God, they made a hash of it. In fact, I'm trying to think of a metaphor for someone who's really tried their hardest with something and it hasn't worked. No, nothing's coming to mind.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
I got nothing at all.
So, let's move it on. It's time for us to make a gentle left into Conversation Street.
OK, right, I want to begin with the new Ford GT. Got a picture of it here. Now, this is... Well, you remember the last GT they did? That was just an homage, really, to the old GT40. This one, they say, is actually a racing car on the road. It's got a twin-turbo, 3.5-litre V6, 7-speed flappy paddle box, more than 600 horsepower. The problem is, though, I can't think of any racing car that works on the road, really, ever.
No, they don't.
They don't. I mean, the Nissan GTR, fabulous, fabulous car. Track edition, rubbish. It's undrivable.
Yeah, no, it's a very good point, because a racing car on the road is a bit like trying to play tennis with a cricket bat. It's technically possible.
It's two totally different disciplines. The only trouble is that looks so good, I do find myself going...
You bought the last GT, didn't you?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me how